Welcome back to Crititas Math. So this video is going to be describing how to solve number 16 in our functions practice package. This one is a little tricky. It is using comparison, but you will need to find 2 points of intersection, and you really need the graph here in order to help you solve this problem. But once we break it down, it isn't too complicated. So we have the manager of a store selling electronic tablets, and he's offering his employees 3 options in the calculation of their weekly salary. So option A offers a fixed salary of $750 regardless of the number of tablets sold during the week. Option B offers no base salary, but a fixed commission of $25 per tablet sold. And option C offers a base salary and a commission per tablet sold. Julie, newly hired by the manager, chooses option C, and then this sentence describes how she gets paid, or 2 points in how she was paid. Okay, determine according to the number of tablets sold during the week the most interesting option for a seller at the store. So you have 3 options, and you will need to be comparing them. The easiest way to compare them is by looking at this graph over here. So what we're going to do is find a rule for each option and put all of those rules on the graph and then see what we can figure out. So for option A, we have a fixed salary of $750 regardless of the number of tablets sold during the week. So if we were to pull out our handy math dictionary and take a look at what that function might be. So looking at our types of functions, we've got constant, direct, partial. Right, so constant function, so the dependent variable is always the same. So this is what our function should look like. It's just y equals a number. So over here, option A is going to be y equals $750. So she is making $750 regardless of the number of tablets that she is selling. Option B offers no base salary, but a fixed commission of $25 per tablet sold. So we're being paid $25 for each tablet that we sell, but no fixed salary. So y equals 25x plus 0. So at this point, we can tell that our y is our salary, and our x is the number of tablets sold. And then for option C offers a base salary and a commission per tablet sold. So option C is the one where we have to do a little bit of work, since they're not just giving us a verbal description of it. We know that it is going to be in the form of y equals ax plus b, because we're being told that there is a base salary and there is a commission per tablet. And now we have this description about option C. So Julie receives a salary of $800 for selling 24 tablets. So we're being given a point. We're being given a coordinate. She sold 24 tablets and she made $800. And then the second week she receives a salary of $875 when she sold 30 tablets. So our next point is 30, $875. So here we have 2 points, and we can absolutely find the equation of this line. So going through your math dictionary, finding the equation of a line when given 2 points, and then these are the steps that you're following. So find slope is step 1. So a equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So we can label x1, y1, x2, y2, and put our points in there. We always want to start off by making our fraction line and putting our subtractions, just in case one day we stumble upon a question that has negatives in it. This will make it easier. So 875 minus 800, and then 30 minus 24. So we're going to be left with 75 over 6. And that is not something I know off the top of my head. $12.5. Makes sense that I don't know that off the top of my head. Oop. So we have A. Now we're looking at step 2 is find B. So step 2, find B. The way that we do that, we put in our rule y equals ax plus b. We have to choose one of these points that we like better. I think I like 800 better. So I'm going to put 800 in the place of y. Our a is 12.5 and our x that goes with 800 is 24. Now we're going to solve for this b. Why did I get rid of my calculator? I still need my calculator. Come here. $300. We have to move our 300 over, we'll subtract it from each side, and we are going to get 500. So in option C, the employee is receiving a commission of $12.50 per tablet sold, plus a base salary of $500. So there's no way that you can make less than $500 if you choose option C. So now we need to figure out which one of these is the best in certain cases. We're just going to leave the calculator here. So now we need to put all three of these on the graph. I'll make this blue. So we need to choose a scale. And looking at this, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them would have worked better. We're going to make them go up by 100. I think that's the best. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. Now that I look at it, I feel like this is a bad idea. Only going up till 900, we know that the 750 is only going to be up here. And I suspect that our graph is not going to look very nice if we do that. So I'm going to change my mind and I'm going to go up by 250 because that's going to give us a nice point at 500. It's also going to give us a nice point at 750. So I hope that that's a better decision. We'll see how that plays out. Oops. Okay, and now looking at so there's 14 boxes. We might be okay if we go up by 2. So we're going to go up by 2s. And now we need to put in each of these lines in the graph. So we should put in this is dollars, this is number of tablets, and the title is employee salary. Okay, so our option A, that's going to be our pink line. So that goes straight across at 750. That one's not very complicated. Let's make that bigger. Our purple line goes up by $25 for every X value. So and this is where you want to kind of figure out the best place. So you know that it's going to cross at 0, 0 since this one here is direct. And you want to kind of use a little mini table of values here to figure out where to put your next point. If you plug in x equals 2, you're going to get 50. And it's very hard to find 50 here. So you want to pick a big number so that it's easy to read the point. So 0, 0 works. And then if you pick x is 10, you get y is 250. And that's very nice. So it looks like that. That's the point we're going to choose. And we'll do, oh boy, that's not going to work at all. So I think our scale is off. 2 is definitely too small. We're going to change things up and we're going to go up by 5s instead. Sorry about that. But you see, it's mistakes. They help. They help you figure out what the right approach is. Okay, so 0, 0, and then we still have the same applies. X is still 10, Y is still 250. Now it's just going to look a lot nicer. So we're still putting in that point, X is 10, Y is 250, and we're connecting those dots. And now we're going to extend that line all the way. Okay, and now we can graph this next one. So this blue line, so we know that the initial value is 500. That's an easy one to draw. So in here, 500. And now again, we're going to want to use a table of values because X is 0, Y is 500. We want a nice big number. So we want to find a point with a nice big number. So we want to see where our Y is at some of these X points. So we'll try when X is 10 and see what happens. So let's move this over. If X equals 10, we have Y equals 12.5 times 10 plus 500. 125 plus 500. So Y is 625. That's not bad. It's not great though. We want kind of a nicer number let me just see. It's actually not horrible. We can put this one on the graph. 625, that's 125 away from 500. And since our scale is 250, that means that 125 is a halfway mark. It's halfway between 250. So this point will be right here. We should get another point though. I think that will make this a lot nicer. So what we're going to do is just pick the next one if X equals 15 and then find one more point just to be sure that our graph looks right. So 12.5 times 15. What? That's weird. It's a really weird number. Okay, so that's a weird number. We don't want that. Let's erase that. If x equals, we'll go to the next one. We'll go to 20. If x equals 20. 12.5 times 20. Oh, look at that, we got 250. So that's a nice number. That's what we want. 250 plus 500, y equals 750. So at x equals 20, y equals 750. There we go. And now we're going to connect these dots. And that will line up nicely. So now we can line all of these points up. And we can interpret this graph. So now what I'm going to do is in a very bright and flashy color, we're done calculating. Very flashy color. I'm going to highlight all of these points. Actually, let's use green. Okay, so here, got something going on here, we've got something going on here. So this question is meant to be done with a graph. If I was to give you this on a quiz, I would be very specific, saying you can read it off the graph, don't worry, and that I don't expect you to do comparison so many times. So the question is asking, determine according to the number of tablets sold during the week, the most interesting option for a seller at this store. So if you worked at this store, which option would interest you the most? Well, you'd be most interested in the option that makes you the most money. So what you should do here is now just highlight the upper edge of everything. So all of this is the top stuff. This is where we're making the most money. For all of these options, for if we sell 5 tablets, the most money is this line. For 30 tablets, the most money is this line. For 50 tablets, the most money is this line. So I just took my highlighter and I kind of dragged it right across all the upper edges of all those lines. And now we can see kind of the points where things change is here. And now you want to say, well, who is kind of like the best option in this case? Who's the best option in this case? And who's the best option in this case? So in the first section, the pink line's winning. So it's option A. So your answer would be, if I sold less than 20 tablets, option A. In the second region, you have the blue line. Option C is winning. So the next part of your answer would say, if I sold between 20 and 40 tablets, I would choose option C. And in the last region, the purple line is winning. So the last part of the answer would be, if I sold more than 40 tablets, I would choose option B. Because these are the ones that are most interesting to you as someone who works at the store. These are the options that make you the most money in all of these cases. Okay, so this one is quite a bit challenging. I don't think that you should expect something this involved for tomorrow, but it's always good to know how to solve these problems. Okay, I will see you in the next video.